All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Arakakwadash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well. At Great Millstone, salutations to all you sincere Akim that are preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. So I'm going to start this off in 2nd Esdras 16 and verse 14. And it reads, "Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth." So all the plagues, all the judgments that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to unleash, okay, must come to pass, must take place, okay? It says, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. So in order for these plagues to, stop, they have to happen. All right, World War III, the nukes, okay, that has to happen. All right, famine has to happen. Civil unrest, okay, the chariots shooting lasers, those things have to happen. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. See, there it is. All right, that fire from those missiles is not going to, okay, simmer out, fizzle out until they destroy, America, Babylon the Great. Okay, and fire isn't just, fire. Okay, a fire can represent, chaos. So the chaos will not go away until it accomplishes the set goal, which is for 2/3 of our people that are here in America to die. Okay, the heathen that are here in America that don't leave to die. You Edomites that are here in America that are not going to escape, to die. Okay, in various parts of the world. You got these heathen that are gonna, go into world war. All right? Now, not every single person, every single heathen, okay, that is outside of America is going to die. Obviously, there's going to be slaves, okay, to build up our kingdom. Like as an arrow, which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward. Okay, you don't shoot an arrow and it go backward. It's not a boomerang. Okay, arrows, projectiles, missiles were not designed to reverse themselves, to do a 360. They're intended to project to their target and hit that mark. Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Okay, so the plagues that are set forth, okay, civil unrest, martial law, all right, nuclear war, okay, plagues, famine, lack of food, viruses, they're going to take place, okay? They're not going to start and then just nothing happen and it just goes away. What we're seeing right now with these protests, these riots, these uproars of the people, okay, if that goes away, sure. Soon something's going to happen that's going to lead to mass civil unrest here in America, which is going to lead to martial law, okay, which is going to lead to civil war, class wars. That's going to take place. Whether this is it or this fizzles out and dies, something eventually will come. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Now, this is Esdras, you know, he was seeing the chaos, the destruction, the violence, the plagues. He was seeing all that. And he was saying, well, fuck, this is so much. How am I going to make it up out of that? Who's going to deliver me? Okay? As it says in the book of Amos, which I'm going to get that. All right? Amos, I believe it's chapter 5. Let's see. Yep. Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. You got a lot of these Christians, a lot of these people that say they believe, although, you know, majority of them are our people. They have a zeal, but it's not according to knowledge. All right, a lot of people say they believe in God, believe in the Bible, but it's not according to knowledge. It's not according to the true breakdown of the scriptures. Okay, the churches, they're not going to teach you the truth of the scriptures. They're not going to teach you that the true Hebrew Israelites are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, they're not going to teach you that the mark of the beast is a microchip. They're not going to teach you that the wicked that's ruling and running the world are Edomites, which are so-called white people, man. That the other nations are heathen. Okay? They're not going to teach you that, you know, Babylon the Great is America, that there's going to be nuclear war, that the Lord is a so-called black man. They're not going to teach you those things. Either because they don't know or they sold out. These churches, they take a 501c3 or a 501c deal with the government in which they have to teach the government curriculum. They can't teach you outside of that, or they don't get funding, and they can't keep their money. So woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. You got a lot of people that do, you know, believe. They have a zeal. But once again, it's not according to knowledge. They think that the day of the Lord, that the Lord is coming back to save everybody, but he's not. The Lord is only going to save Israelites. And that are in America, 1/3. Okay? 2/3 of you Israelites that are here in America are going to take the beast system's chip. Okay? You're going to get the mark of the beast. Or you're going to die in a race war. You're going to die getting eaten by wild animals. Die of starvation. Die of a virus. Okay? So woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is darkness and not light. The day of the Lord is a day of judgment. Okay? The Lord is going to save a remnant, 1/3. But before all that, it's a lot of death that the Lord is going to bring. All right? It's a day of darkness, man. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, meaning you escaped the lion, you dipped out from the bear, you found a place of safety, you thought you were safe, you leaned your hand on the wall to take a break, a breather, like, oh, I just escaped. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. You leaned your hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Okay? You got through all that, but in the end, you still got bit by a serpent, a poisonous snake, and died. Okay? So you people might escape the famine. You might find food. All right? You might not catch a virus. You might not get mowed down by martial law troops. You might escape packs of wild-ass niggas, of these crazy Edomites. You might get away from all that. You might find a place of shelter, a cave or a dugout somewhere to, hide. But at the end of it, if you're not part of the elect, if you're not part of the 1/3 that is going to be saved, that serpent's going to bite you. And I just did a video yesterday, going into the serpent that I'm referring to, which are those missiles, man. Okay, those missiles are still going to get you. All right, World War III is about to happen, man. Okay? Shall not the day of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? If the Lord is not dealing with you, you don't have this wisdom, you don't have faith, you're not going to know what to do. Okay? You're not going to have a way out, a clue. There's no light at the end of the tunnel for you. All right? You're going to die. So Esdras, he's seeing this and he's saying, woe is me. Like, fuck, how am I gonna make it up out of this? And we know how, the Lord. But he's just seeing this, and he's like, whoa, who's gonna deliver me in that time? Which also proves reincarnation. Esdras is here today. 2 Esdras 16 and 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars. We're seeing that. We're seeing that. People are catching hell. Okay, the food prices are going up. A lot of people are dying from cancer, other viruses, diseases, dying from violence. Okay, the beginning of wars. We see what just happened between Israel and Iran. We see what's going on in the Middle East. What's going on with Russia and Ukraine. Okay, China and Taiwan. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? What are we going to do? Okay, we going to have faith in the Lord. That's what we need to do. All right? This is Isaiah 35 and 4. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong, fear not. Behold, your God, your power, will come with vengeance. Even Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai with a recompense. See, all this violence, all this evils that are coming, okay, is vengeance of the Lord upon 2/3 of our people that are rebellious, and upon these other nations, starting with Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, for all their treachery, all the wickedness that they've done in the world. Okay? It says, he will come and save you. The Lord, in the midst of all this destruction, all this violence that he's bringing, it's not for us. He's going to come at the end of it and save us. You got to believe that. Okay? It's going to seem like there's no way out, but it's all a trial of your faith. Okay? It's all a test. Whether you're going to submit to Esau or not. Whether you're going to lose faith and just say, to hell with this. I need to get that chip. To hell with this, how am I going to eat? I need medicine. To see if you're going to bug out or not. But those that are faithful, he's going to save you. He's going to come and save you. Okay? All the, as the scriptures say, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness, man. Okay? But this surely is going to come. Now, it was sparked, this lesson was sparked up from, something going on in my personal life earlier. And I was just thinking, like, man, the Lord, he's got to intervene. The Lord has to give power. Okay, power unto his elect. Okay, because there's no way we're going to be able to fight off, packs of bugged out Jakes or all these militiamen and troops, okay, that are going to be coming to look for us, to kill us, to throw us in prison. Okay? We're going to need power to find food, to heal us, okay? To heal people we love. People we love and care about, they could get an ailment, a sickness, in which only the Lord is going to be able to heal, take care of. And he's going to utilize his men to perform a lot of these miracles, man. Okay? So this is Acts 15. I'm going to close it. And I'm going to start at 11. But we believe that through the grace of the Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, we shall be saved even as they. Then all the multitude kept silence and gave audience to Barnabas and Paul, declaring what miracles and wonders Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai had wrought among the Gentiles by them. There was a lot of miracles performed. Okay, a lot of people were being cleansed of what Esau says through his medical field or his psychiatric field, people with, mental disorders. Which mental disorders that people have is just spirits, demons, okay, that plague people's minds. They were able to perform miracles and remove those from Israelites that believed, okay? They were able to raise people from the dead. They were able to speak in languages they've never practiced in, okay? When you read in the book of Acts, chapter, I believe, 10 up to here, really the whole book of Acts, they were doing miracles, but to be specific, you had Israelites, the Gentiles, Israelites that were scattered amongst the heathen, that heard these men, the disciples, preaching in languages of the Israelites that were scattered amongst other nations. And they were like, aren't these men from Galilee? Like, how are they speaking our language? You see, those were miracles. And Paul and Barnabas were declaring unto the Gentiles, look, we did this, we did that. Go ask about it. Haven't you heard about it? We did that through the Lord's power. We perform these miracles by the power of the Lord. And this is going to happen again. Except on this time, it's going to be on a super higher level. Okay. You heard about when Yahweh Shai raised people from the dead. When Peter, I believe it was Peter, raised, I believe, Tabitha from the dead. Let's get that real quick. Once again, the book of Acts. Okay. So this is Acts 9 and 38. And for as much as Lydda was nigh to Joppa, and the disciples had heard that Peter was there, they sent unto him 2 men, desiring him that he would not delay to come to them. Then Peter arose and went with them. When he was come, they brought him into the upper chamber, and all the widows stood by him, weeping, and showing the coats and garments which Dorcas made while she was with them. But Peter put them all forth, and kneeled down and prayed, and turning him to the body, said, Tabitha, arise. And she opened her eyes, and when she saw Peter, she sat up. And he gave her his hand, and lifted her up. And when he had called the saints and widows, presented her alive. And it was known throughout all Joppa, and many believed in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. You see? But look, this is verse 36 when you read up. Now there was at Joppa a certain disciple named Tabitha, which by interpretation is called Dorcas. This woman was full of good works and alms deeds which she did. And it came to pass in those days that she was sick and died, whom when they had washed, they laid her in an upper chamber. So she was dead. Okay, she was dead. And Peter, by the grace and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, performed a miracle and resurrected her, revived her, brought her back to life. See, you got these video games, man, like Diablo, EverQuest, World of Warcraft, so many out there. These RPG video games where people use magic and armor, swords. And Esau, by pushing these video games out, he shows you that that spiritual power is real. Okay, of course it's a video game, but the scriptures, okay, tell you that these things happened. Okay, men were able to, light people on fire and run through troops of 1,000 and bring people back from the dead and heal, wounds and recover people's sight. Okay, the Lord is real, and he's going to give that power to the elect. Okay, so you get the point. Through all this evil, through all this chaos, the destruction, the Lord, he is going to preserve the elect. He is going to give men power to fight through this. He's going to deliver you Israelites, man, the elect. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakodash, and of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well, a great millstone. Till next time, Shalom.